Hello to Pioneer viewers, how are you doing? I hope you guys are healthy and well, and as the Pioneer team we continue to share with you the developments regarding the Russia-Ukraine war. Next, we will share with you the details of the incredible operation carried out by the Ukrainian intelligence officers, and there is an issue that we've often voiced in recent days. The weakness of the Russian intelligence. While talking about the weakness of the Russian intelligence, it is also necessary to mention the successes of the Ukrainian intelligence. The successes of the Ukrainian armed forces put the Russian administration in a difficult situation. So, as it is known, Ukrainian intelligence was an organization underestimated by the Russian administration. However, this intelligence people managed to humiliate the Russian administration once again, and the Russian Federation has recently witnessed an incredible operation. Russian intelligence and the Russian defense suffered a great loss because they failed to notice this operation of the Ukrainian intelligence. Vladimir Putin, the president of the Russian Federation, is furious about this incident. So, what are the details about this operation that carried out by the Ukrainian intelligence officials? Let's examine it together. Before moving on to our report, I would like to make a small reminder. As the Pioneer team, we continue to share our report on Russia-Ukraine war with you, so don't forget to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so as not to miss our daily reports. You can also support me and my team by using the super thanks button below the videos. Thank you for your support, and let's start, if you are ready, the Pioneer reports. So, the war between Russia and Ukraine continues not only between armies but also between intelligence organizations. We have previously reported on the Russian intelligence, which is generally regarded as a successful and powerful organization. In fact, various legends were created about Russia's intelligence organizations. So, thanks to this myth, Russian intelligence seems invincible. However, with the beginning of the attempted invasion of Ukraine, it became clear that the Russian intelligence was not as strong as it was made out to be. So, of course, the resistance and determination to fight of the Ukrainian armed forces had a great impact of this. So, thanks to this effect, many institutions in Russia have been worn down considerably, and this wear and tear makes the Ukrainian army and the Ukrainian intelligence more successful in every operation. So, there is also the following situation. Ukrainian intelligence allegedly took part in the sabotage activities and assassinations within the borders of the Russian Federation many times before. However, the Russian intelligence was neither able to prevent these attacks nor prove that these attacks were carried out by Ukraine. So, according to reports in recent days, the Russian Federation has once again been shaken by a terrible event. This time, the scene was once again dominated by the Ukrainian intelligence officers and their unmanned aerial vehicles, which are the fearful dream of the Russian intelligence and the Russian army and the president of the Russian Federation, Vladimir Putin. So, the unmanned aerial vehicles and the Ukrainian intelligence officers, you can see that this is really the most frightening scenario for Vladimir Putin, the president of the Russian Federation. Can't you? So, during this operation, Ukrainian intelligence officers achieved a significant success. So, this success is very important. Why? Because the Ukrainian intelligence officials had dealt a major blow to Russia, both economically and militarily. So, according to reports, unmanned aerial vehicles commanded by the Ukrainian intelligence officers entered the borders of the Russian Federation and covered a distance of approximately 400 kilometers during this process. Unmanned aerial vehicles belonging to the Ukrainian army did not encounter any intervention, and it is reported that the operation to destroy the radar system known as Nebo-U was carried out by the 7 unmanned aerial vehicles. So, the first statements on the subject came from Ukraine. The source who made the statements to the Ukrainian press used the following statements on the subject. So, they said that this time the Russians don't have a less modernized Nebo-U system that helps the enemy detect Ukrainian weapons and supports bombers attacking the Ukrainian borders with guided aerial bombs, because we've successfully eliminated. So, the destruction of this key radar will allow Ukraine to use its own aircraft more freely in the north of the country and blind the Russian air defense in the area. Russian radar blindness will help our troops to conduct reconnaissance in this region, launch drones, and use army aircraft more efficiently. So this is a very important development because we have stated in our previous reports many times, the attacks of the Russian armed forces have increased their intensity in the front line, and this operation carried out by the Ukrainian intelligence can break the pressure of the Russian armed forces on the front line to some extent. So breaking this pressure, of course, does not lead to a major development. However, with the occurrence of such a development while the Ukrainian armed forces are experiencing a shortage of the ammunition, the situation on the front line may become a little more favorable to the Ukrainian army. I've mentioned that we often discussed the weakness of the Russian intelligence. So here too, we are faced with the Russian intelligence that has failed against Ukrainian intelligence. Under normal circumstances, Russian intelligence should have detected such a critical attack in advance and put the army unit on alert. However, they did not do this. As normal, this situation fulfills the allegations that I've raised about the weakness of the Russian intelligence. Russian intelligence is also under enormous pressure, but they are not responding to this pressure because Russian intelligence continues to make mistakes, even though both Russian war writers and the Russian leadership are putting enormous pressure on the Russian intelligence as well. So another important issue is the vulnerability of the Russian air defense systems. As I've noted, drones commanded by the Ukrainian intelligence officers have entered the borders of the Russian Federation, but the Russian air defense systems have failed to intervene adequately. We can also see that the frequency of this situation has increased considerably. As the errors in the Russian air defense systems are increasing, it is quite possible that the Ukrainian armed forces will carry out more operations. In addition, with the destroyed radar systems, the air activity of the Ukrainian armed forces will further increase. So Ukrainian intelligence needs to carry out similar operations more and more. The continuation of such operations will lead to more relaxation of the Ukrainian armed forces, at least until new support arrives and the Ukrainian armed forces need to relax, because the less pressure from the Russian armed forces on the front line, the better. Recently, the commander-in-chief of the Ukrainian armed forces, Syrsky, admitted that the Russian army had increased its pressure. Considering this situation, it becomes even more clear how important the operations of the Ukrainian intelligence are. So, what do you think? How effective do you think the radar destruction operation carried out by the Ukrainian intelligence will be? And what is the secret of success of the Ukrainian intelligence? And what do you think about the weaknesses of the Russian intelligence every day? How do you think the weaknesses of the Russian intelligence can affect the situation on the front line? And the last one, how do the operations of the Ukrainian intelligence affect the operations of the Ukrainian armed forces? Specify it in the comments, like always, because I'm always in the comments reading your comments. Take care.